Hi guys, good to see you. If this is your first time here, welcome. It is Bold TV. Now what I want to talk about is how do you bounce back after losing an election? I remember, when I was at the university, I ran for an election. I did a board of director. I ran for board of director in high school. In high school, I think I ran one election, but the second election, I was actually elected while I was off actually. But the election, we did everything. I guess I was voted twice. They call it head girl. I don't know here if they call it head girl, but yeah, I was elected twice in high school, basically in the student council, right? Here they call it student council president, but there they call it something else. Anyways, so how do you bounce back when you lose an election? Some of you probably are planning, maybe are running for an election or planning to run, or maybe ran for an election and lost. How do you bounce back? Colleagues, talk with somebody about it and just let them hear you rant. Especially people like that are okay, when you rant around. So do that. That's absolutely normal, and I hope you have people that you can call, to rant about, okay? Remember your why, why. Think about this, If it is you that ran, try to remember why you ran. Try to, if you are the politician or you are the candidate or you are the student that ran for an election and lost, try to go back to your review again. Review everything and ask yourself, why did you want to run and why did you run? What was your plan for your people? And if you still feel like the things you want to be done for your people need to be done, that means you can still run again. Okay? That is very, very important. Okay? Think about someone that has inspired you. Usually when you are running an election, you talk to different people. And I actually noticed that while I was here, when I ran for the board of directors, you talk to different people. But in this case, it was students, but it could be different with someone that is running for president, for example. Me, I was at the university when I ran. I ran when I was in high school. I was in the student school president, and here where there they call it head girl, but here in the student council they call it different here. Okay, so think about someone that inspired you. If you're running for president and you lost, think about someone that inspired you while you are on the road in campaign trail. Think of someone that inspired you. Think of someone, if you're in Africa, if you're a young youth, you have this huge dream for the young people. Think about the impact. Think about what they're looking for. I remember when peterobi was running, there's a young man that actually stood in front of his car, with his arms open. He's like, I just wanted to stand in front of you. I'm not sure what was going to his mind. But there was also another girl during the beginning of the campaign, if you guys remember. The girl took all her savings and gave peterobi to say, I want you to take this money and add to your campaign, right? There were also some couple that after they finished their wedding, they joined the rally for peterobi. I think if you guys remember. There were a lot of great moments. There was a little girl that with the mom that, the little girl was carrying, I don't know, the Nigerian flag or whatnot. There were a lot of stories in the marketplace. You can imagine, like, so many people had their hope for peterobi, right? So they basically saw hope in him. So if you are the president that you are running and your votes were rigged or were stolen, or for one way or another, God decided that this was not your time, Find out what God is saving you from. But most importantly, think of the people that inspired you and how are you going to have a comeback. In my opinion, a comeback is the campaign should be alive. The campaign should remain alive. Keep the campaign alive. The campaign needs to continue going for the next, whether it's another 4 years, 8 years, doesn't matter, but the campaign needs to go on. The movement needs to stay alive. Get more obedient, get more people to get into the Labour Party, get more young people to get interested into politics, get more voter registration, right? And let people come out. Actually, Nigeria's population is close to 200 million, but this person that was elected, he had only 8 million. So there need to be a time where a president need to win by up to 40 million because it's a big population, right? So I feel like the campaign need to be alive. And keep on trying. Keep on trying. This other guy, one of the presidential candidates, Atiku, he ran, this is his 7th time. I'm sure one day when he wins, becomes a president, he will say never give up. But do not give up. Keep trying. Anyways, that's all for now, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.